Hey guys, hello, it's Daniel. Fall is over and winter is here, so it's time to change or transform our inline skates to ice skates. And therefore we have two possibilities. We can change the ice blade or the full frame. And therefore we can use soft boot skates or hard boot skates or our aggressive inline skates. And how does it work? I will show you now. There are basically two ways to convert our inline skates into ice skates. The method that works with most inline skates is to insert an ice blade, regardless of the brand. All we have to do is to remove our wheels, insert the blade and screw it on. In the second method, we dismantle the entire frame and then we simply replace it with a frame including the blade. These two options are available and we can use either our soft boot inline skates or our hard boot inline skates or our aggressive inline skates such as mine here. Before we get to the common soft and hard boot inline skates, I'll briefly show you what you need to consider when choosing an aggressive inline skate. As we can see here, the frame of my USD Sverige aggressive skate has a mounted H-block. The H-block is the block or the notch in the middle, which is intended for grinding on rails, pipes or other obstacles. So if we want to use an ice blade here, we don't only need the right blade and size, we also need to dismantle our H-block. Otherwise the blade won't fit into the frame. From my example, you can also see that none of the blades that we have in our store at the time of the video recording will fit in this frame, even without the H-block. The distances between the axes or holes do not match those of the ice blades. With some aggressive inline frames, for example the Kaiser Fluid Shift, you can simply dismantle the H-block. However, there are many frames where this is not possible because the H-block and the frame are made from one piece. In this case, we have to dismantle our frame to install another, where the ice blade will fit. Alternatively, we can mount the frame with an integrated ice blade. As a small example, you can see here the Kaiser Element 80 frame. Thanks to the UFS mounting standard, we can mount these on our UFS aggressive inline skate. And the cool thing, our ice blades for 4 wheels will fit on these frames. Here you can also see that the mounting holes match perfectly. By the way, below the video I have linked to our range of ice blades. There you will also find all the important information to see whether one or the other blade fits your skate or not. Now I will show you how to mount the ice blades using the Powerslide Sailbreeze ice blades as an example. I'm using my Powerslide Swell Marava Fitness inline skates with 3 100mm wheels and a frame size of 250mm. Everything we need for mounting is included with the Powerslide Sailbreeze ice blades. These are the 2 ice blades and 12 spacers. The spacers are used to center the ice blade and fix it firmly inside the frame. In this example, we need 6 spacers to mount one blade, or 12 spacers for both blades, on the left and right skate. Why 12 spacers? Because we have a total of 6 wheels and axes and need 2 spacers for each. In order to be able to attach the ice skate blade, we first have to dismantle all of our wheels. To do this, we take the right tool and unscrew the axes. In most cases, we will need either a 4mm hex key or a T25 Torx. Once we have dismounted the wheels, we take our ice blade and the first 2 spacers. Then we mount the ice blade in the middle slot of our frame first. To get the axle through our frame, make sure that the spacers, the blade and the holes are as close as possible to each other. And now we just tighten the axle slightly. Next we attach the blade to the other 2 slots. The oval brackets of the blade have the advantage that they fit different frame length and axle spacings. But they also make it easier for us to insert the spacers correctly. And just like that, we have transformed our inline skate into an ice skate. I really like the look of the Powerslide ceramic rubber with the Sabr's ice blade. Doesn't it look beautiful? I like it. Here you can see another of my favorite skates, the Powerslide HC Evo. This is my absolute favorite for freestyle slalom skating. But it's also great for ice skating, which is why I mount the Powerslide Trident Trinity ice blade on it from time to time. How to mount a complete ice blade frame, such as the Powerslide Trident ice blade, I'll show you now using my Powerslide Next Mary Pro Urban Inline skates. For the Powerslide Trident Trinity ice blade, it is important that you have a skate with the Trinity mounting standard. This is because this frame cannot be mounted on UFS skates or dual point mounting skates. The Trinity mounting is characterized, among other things, by the fact that it is attached to the skate at 3 points. This gives us improved stability and maximum control. The Trinity frame is attached with 2 screws at the front and 1 screw at the rear. To access the rear screw, we first need to remove one of our wheels. To do this, we just loosen the corresponding axle with our tool, and we can remove the rear from the frame and also loosen the frame mounting screw. We then remove the 2 front screws. Now we can remove our frame, and as we can see, the Trinity ice blade fits perfectly. Speaking of Trinity, all Trinity frames fit every Trinity skate regardless of the boot size of the skate. And now to mount the Trinity ice blade, we need nothing more than the mounting screws we have just removed. First of all, we attach the frame with the front screws. We only tighten these slightly so that we can move the frame later and adjust it to our requirements. And finally, we fasten the rear screw. Align the frame as it suits us and then tighten all the screws. Some people prefer to mount the frame a few millimeters further forward, others prefer to mount it a little further back. And hey, we can also mount them a little further to the left or right, which helps us to achieve a straight stance or posture wearing the skates. And finally, we have learned how to convert our skates from inline skates to ice skates quickly and easily. Personally, I think this is super cool because you can use the same boot or skate all year round. Not only our feet are used to the skate, but we also know exactly how our skate behaves when we are skating. Ultimately, we also save space because we don't need at least 2 different shoes, which is quickly noticeable with a larger family. So if you have any questions about this or skating topics, please feel free to leave a comment. But now I wish you a good and enjoyable time, whether on the concrete, on the ice, or even without your skates. Your Stanja from SkaMiDan.